Detective Miguel Vasconcellos was used to chasing criminals, but nothing compared to what was about to happen that night. It all started when the police monitoring system detected a stolen car traveling at high speed through the streets of Sao Paulo. The vehicle, a black Dodge Charger, was being driven by Rafael Cobra Montenegro, one of the most wanted bank robbers in the country. Miguel and his partner, the fearless Mariana Torres, were called to intercept him. The car radio chirped with communication from the control unit. "Attention, Unit 37. The suspect was spotted on Marginal Teat. Attention, he is armed and dangerous." Without hesitation, Miguel turned the steering wheel and stepped on the accelerator. The cruiser's engine roared as they approached the Charger. Mariana unlocked the pistol and adjusted her bulletproof vest. They both knew that this would not be a simple chase. The moment the Dodge noticed the police car approaching, Cobra hit the gas even harder. The car sped down the avenue, deftly dodging other vehicles. Night traffic was relatively calm, but any mistake would be fatal. "He's going to take the exit to the center," warned Mariana, holding on while Miguel made a sharp turn, skidding slightly. The tires squealed as the patrol car maneuvered to avoid a truck. Cobra threw the car against the guardrail, trying to lose the police, but Miguel maintained control. Now, they were in an area full of commercial buildings and few pedestrians. The suspect ran through a red light, forcing Miguel to brake sharply to avoid a bus. "He's going to the Cha Viaduct," Mariana exclaimed, watching the GPS on the panel. Cobra seemed determined to disappear. He made a sudden movement and entered a tunnel. Miguel followed without hesitation, the echo of the engines reverberating off the walls. Suddenly, gunshots echoed inside the tunnel. Cobra was shooting out the window while driving. Mariana pulled out her gun and returned fire. The sound of bullets ricocheting off the walls was deafening. Miguel tried to remain calm and approached the criminal's car. Coming out of the tunnel, Cobra crashed the Dodge into a roadside diner. The impact sent tables and chairs flying, but he continued. It was then that a patrol blocked the main avenue, forcing Cobra to change route. He stormed down a narrow alley, crashing into trash cans and scratching the side of the car. Miguel realized that the only way out would be via the train line. If he tries to cross, it could be the end of him. Mariana shouted, but Cobra didn't hesitate. With the train quickly approaching, he threw the car onto the tracks. Miguel didn't think twice and sped up behind. The driver frantically blew his whistle, trying to warn them of the imminent danger. Just a few meters from the impact, Cobra abandoned the car and tried to escape on foot. The train hit the Dodge, which exploded in a ball of fire. The shock wave knocked Miguel and Mariana to the ground. In pain from the impact, Miguel saw Cobra limping towards an abandoned building. "Not this time, Cobra," Miguel shouted, drawing his gun. The criminal tried to jump a fence, but Mariana was faster. With a precise shot, she hit his leg, causing him to fall. Miguel ran and handcuffed him. "You're under arrest, Cobra. End of the line for you." The sound of sirens announced that reinforcements had arrived. Miguel and Mariana looked at each other, exhausted but victorious. Another day, another criminal off the streets. But Miguel knew, in the city that never sleeps, there would always be another chase. The next morning, while Miguel was having coffee at the police station, new information arrived. Mariana entered the room with a worried look. Cobra did not act alone. We discovered that he was part of a much larger organization, and it appears that a new coup is being planned. Miguel frowned. What do we have? An informant reported that a large movement will take place in the center next Friday. It could be a bank robbery or something even bigger. We need to prepare. The detective took a deep breath. They had barely finished one chase and were already facing another challenge. But this was the life they chose, and there was no time for rest. Let's assemble the team. This time, we want to get them all at once. Mariana nodded, and together they began to draw up the plan for the next big operation. On Friday, the police team was in position. Drones monitored the streets, while undercover agents circulated among civilians. The target was a valuables carrier that, according to the informant, would be attacked in broad daylight. Miguel and Mariana were inside a surveillance van, watching the security cameras. "There they are," said Mariana, pointing to a black van that approached the scene. Armed men quickly came down and relieved the security guards. Within seconds, they began loading bags of money into the vehicle. Now, Miguel ordered over the radio. The tactical team advanced, blocking all exits. The confrontation was intense. Shots were exchanged, but the police gained the upper hand. After minutes of tension, the criminals were handcuffed. Mariana smiled at Miguel. "Looks like we got them all." He nodded, satisfied. Another mission accomplished, but he knew that, in the big city, crime never sleeps. And they would be ready for the next battle.